Hello, students. Let's learn Class 9 English, Chapter 5 The Happy Prince, written by Oscar Wilde. About the poet Oscar Wilde. He was an Anglo Irish playwright, novelist, poet, and critic. He is regarded as one of the greatest playwrights of the Victorian era. In his lifetime, he wrote 9 plays, one novel, and numerous poems, short stories, and essays. Introduction to our lesson The Happy Prince. The story is about a prince. When the prince was alive, he was very happy. After his death, a big statue of his was erected on a pedestal. From there, the statue of the prince could see the entire city, and at that time he saw the miseries of the people. He saw the poor people, the homeless, their hunger and starvation. The prince was sad to see all these miseries and sadness of the people. So, in this chapter, we will study the story of this prince. The story of the Happy Prince dwells upon the themes like social injustice and redemptive power of love. In this story, we come across a statue who at once was a real prince. When the prince was alive, he was a happy person. He lived in the palace and did not know about human suffering. His life was full of joy. Upon his death, his statue was built at the top of a tall column in the city. The statue was covered all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, he had 2 bright sapphires, and a large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. The statue of the happy prince looked beautiful, and everyone in the city loved to see their prince. Since he was placed high above the city on a tall column, the prince was able to witness all the sorrows and sufferings which the common people faced in their daily life. But the prince remained ignorant of them during his lifetime. This made the prince very sad. His eyes got watered and large drops of tears began to run down his golden cheeks. A little swallow, who had rested between the feet of the happy prince to spend the night there, became curious to know where did the drops of water fall from. He looked up and saw the happy prince crying. The bird took pity on the prince and became ready to assist him in his desire to ease the sufferings of the common people. He became the messenger of the prince and agreed to remove the fine gold and jewels from his statue to distribute them among the poor and the needy. The happy prince saw that a poor seamstress was tired and had no money to look after her ill son. He thought of helping her by sending her the ruby. The swallow placed the ruby stone on the work table next to the thimble. Then it flew over the sick child who was uneasy. As his mother has dozed off while working and the boy was feeling hot, the swallow flapped its wings to give him some air. This comforted the boy and put him to sleep. Then he plucked a sapphire from one of the eyes of the statue and gave it to the playwright who was too poor to make fire in the winter to continue his writing. He was also hungry and weak. One day, the prince saw a poor match girl. Her matches had fallen into the gutter. She was afraid that her father would beat her for this loss. The prince's heart filled with pity for the girl. He immediately commanded the swallow to pluck out his other eye and help the girl. But the swallow was not ready to do so because this would make the prince completely blind. On being insisted, he plucked out the prince's other eye, swooped past the mash girl, and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand. The little bird decided not to leave the company of the happy prince who had gone blind now. Although the prince was not able to see the sorrows and sufferings anymore, he knew it was there. So he instructed the bird to take off the fine gold he was covered with and give it to the poor. The swallow bird saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew into dark lane and saw the white faces of starving children looking out listlessly at the black streets. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arms trying to keep themselves warm. They were hungry. They ran away from there when the watchman shouted at them. The bird followed the words of the happy prince and picked off leaf after leaf of the gold till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. Then the snow came and the poor little swallow grew colder, but he did not leave the prince. Eventually, he grew weak and died from exposure and exhaustion. Just at that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue as if something had broken. It was, in fact, the leaden heart of the happy prince that had broken at the loss of the sweet and kind swallow. The statue was no more beautiful and useful. It stood deserted. So the town councillors and the mayor pulled it down. Then they melted the statue in a furnace, but the broken heart did not melt. So they threw it on a dust heap where the dead swallow was lying. When the god asked one of his angels to bring the two most precious things in the city, the angel brought him the leaden heart of the happy prince and the dead bird. God welcomed the two in his garden of paradise and deemed them beautiful creations. What is the moral of the story? We must help the poor and the needy. The prince set an example of this by giving his jewels to the poor. The swallow also proved to be a great example of love and sacrifice. Thank you.